The Footprint course, Unit 10, Exhaustion High and Low. This is challenge day 17 of 30. In the following slide, we are going to focus on the art of recovery from poor performance. The focus will be on how to develop recovery skills over time.
The purpose of me going through this is I'm going to give you 3 step-for-step processes on how you can develop your own recovery skills. So think of this as drills. Okay, this is the drills I'm giving you, just like a Jordan Spieth has drills. This is your drill set that you have to go practice if you want to become better at recovery. Okay, the first one, you have to learn emotional control. Right? The only way you're ever going to become better at recovery is emotional control. Right, now the first thing to do is to understand that you can recover. Okay, most people don't think you can. Most people, the minute they take the loss, they accept the loss and they call it a day and they move on. Right, so failing to acknowledge that you can recover, right, that's one step you need to get over. Now, in terms of emotional control, what you need to be able to do is the minute you've taken a big hit, the minute you've lost a big chunk of money, you're close to stop. You need to walk away. You need to have that strength to stand up and walk away. Okay, take that 5 minutes, take that 15 minutes, because what you will notice is that very often if you do not walk away, you're going to end up digging that deep. You're going to end up digging that hole a lot deeper. Okay, you're going to end up losing more, but you're going to end up also being in a mental negative state. Okay, by sitting there, even if you don't do anything, you're not getting out of your mental state that you're currently stuck in. Okay, so the next time you need to recover, step number 1, get up and walk away for 15 minutes. Okay, go through in those 15 minutes, go through in your head the honest reasons why what happened, and you're going to find 90% of the time they were in your control. Okay, whether it was a big loss, maybe you moved to stop, maybe you kind of got into a trade because some guy on Twitter said get into a trade, whatever it may be, write it down, put it down on a piece of paper, take ownership. Right? Because once you take ownership of that, whatever caused you to take a big loss, you're going to let go of it. Okay, it's almost like if I said to you, okay, today's loss, it happened with something that's in your control. By acknowledging that it's in your control, that means you can avoid doing it next time. Okay, all of a sudden you're going to feel that burden on your shoulders lift off. So that's why we do it. That's why step 1, we walk away, we accept the loss, we take it, we say to ourselves, it's done. Now I need to move on. Now I need to get back into that mental state and move on. And that's where professional golfers are so good. Okay, they can hit one bad shot and literally 6-7 minutes later, they're back to square one. Okay, all they focused on is not what has been or what will become. They focused on what is the now. And that's the key to step number 1, emotional control. Step number 2 is self-belief. Now, a lot of people say, yes, I've got self-belief, I believe, but okay, that's not enough. So I'm going to give you another process to develop your self-belief, and it's called an opportunity sheet. Now, at the end of every single day, my trading day, what I do is I go and write down in my debrief all the opportunities that were there in the day across whatever markets. Right? And what I've tended to find is that in general, on average, okay, in a normal trading day, all things being equal, you're looking at between 5 and 8 unique tradable opportunities. Okay, opportunities that I could have executed and made good money because I understand the setup and the management and all that sort of thing. Okay, now imagine if I said to you, if you look at your trading sheet at the end of the week or your debriefs, and you go and you see that over a course of a week there were 40 opportunities that you could have made money. Just think about that for a second. Okay, because the minute you have this opportunity sheet, right, I know fine well that, bang, I've lost money, but guess what? I know on average there's going to be 5 to 8 unique opportunities today. So guess what? I may only have had 2. That means I'm likely to see 3 to 5 more opportunities. Hey, what's all the fuss about? Why am I so upset? Okay, because guess what? I'm going to have the opportunity to get it back. And that's the key to the opportunity sheet. By having the opportunity sheet, you have belief that if you were to execute in the right frame of mind, you will get that money back. And that's the key to the opportunity sheet. Try it out this week. The last one, you need a realistic approach. Okay, and this includes clip management. Now, for me in general, when I take a big hit and I need to recover, I start slow. Okay, why? Well, because there is no point in me testing my emotional ability. I know how I respond when I'm a long way down. Okay, so what I tend to do, if I'm used to risking, say, $1,000 per trade, I'm now going to risk $250 per trade. Okay, so I'm going to cut my clip. I'm going to reduce the amount I'm risking per trade. Why? Because my objective needs to be realistic. And realistically, all I need to do on that first trade is make a damn winner. That's all. Right? Equally, I need to execute that first trade as if nothing else had happened. In other words, as though it was a clean slate. What tends to happen is traders tend to execute in the same manner with the same amount of risk, and that emotion very quickly boils up, particularly if they go instantly off sides. Okay, so I reduce the clip. I then write out, if I'm, let's say, $10,000 down on the day, I go write out, five 2,000 lot increments, and I say to myself, well, here's the job. I need to get one of these clips back at a time. One $2,000, one $2,000, and all I got to do is 5 times. And then guess what? I'm back at zero. So I break it down. I create a little game for myself, little targets, so that I don't get caught thinking about, remember, the past or the future. All I focus on is the now, each individual shot. Okay, guys, that's the step-for-step process to become better at developing the skill of recovery. It's no different to a professional golfer as it is to a professional trader.